GTA 6 is way more advanced than we initially thought. In this video, we will go over how a game that released back in 2018 was basically the early testing grounds for what will be known as GTA 6. We will cover its advanced AI systems, patents, as well as leaks, and we'll break down its history and talk about what all of this means in the grand scheme of things. Without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? Now, when most people talk about RDR2, they usually bring up its story, the graphics, and Arthur's TB diagnosis that left us all more traumatized than the Nosferatu episodes from the OG SpongeBob. But one thing that rarely anyone talks about is the fact that RDR2 quietly shipped with one of the most advanced NPC systems that has ever been seen in open world games. This particular system at first glance may not be that impressive, especially as you probably think that there's nothing of importance going on as you plow through the missions and dispatch the townfolks left and right like the true madman that you are. But if you end up slowing down and observing the actions of the NPCs around you, you will soon come to realize that there is a lot more going on than just a simple greet and antagonize system that you are desperately trying to abuse to get your good boy meter back up.
I have to say, life is pretty good.
Now, if we take a closer look, we can see that each NPC has a daily routine that they follow, with NPCs having specific routines for each time of the day. Shopkeepers will be out of office after hours, the carpenters will be enjoying a few drinks in their local bars, and the ladies of the night will be in full action mode.
Some parts of me probably ain't been this clean in months.
But this doesn't just apply to the NPCs that Arthur interacts with regularly. This basically applies to each and every single individual NPC on the entire map. If you use mods and go into Armadillo for instance, we can see that the NPCs there also follow a routine that consists of certain tasks which they need to complete before moving on to the next ones. And I know that many of you watching most likely already knew this, but RDR2 to me felt like it was a testing ground for something more. And after the leaks in 2022, that showcased a lot of early development footage from GTA 6, I actually ended up getting confirmation for my own beliefs. Now, if we compare the leaks to RDR2, we can see that Rockstar didn't just take the same system from RDR2 and slap the Miami filter on top of it, they actually ended up expanding on it and added things that will make GTA 6 one of the most advanced video games to ever release. And after 13 years on the West Coast stuck with the oppressor griefers, I think that's the least they can do.
You're goddamn right.
Now, within the 2022 development footage, one of the most interesting things that immediately stood out to a lot of people wasn't Lucia or her jiggle physics, it was actually the NPC behavior itself. In several of the original 2022 leaks, we can see NPCs react dynamically to gunfire, attempt to flee from crime scenes in unscripted directions, call the police after witnessing certain crimes, change their posture depending on threat levels, and we could even see some NPCs recording the player's actions using their own phones. Now, if we compare these systems to the ones present in RDR2, this looks like a direct continuation of what was present there. In the first trailer of GTA 6, we can see Jason and Lucia robbing a store with their faces covered. This system is most likely an expanded version of the bandana system present in RDR2, with the only difference being that Jason and Lucia have to deal with CCTV footage while Arthur only dealt with the all-seeing eye of God while committing his crimes. Now, if we take a look into the period from 2018 to 2026, we can see things kind of get spicy. Within that time period, Take-Two as well as Rockstar Games filed multiple patents that seem to directly relate to these exact systems. For instance, there's a patent that was originally filed in April of 2019 titled as System and Method for Virtual Navigation in a Gaming Environment. This patent describes AI navigational systems where NPCs would dynamically adjust their paths based on environmental changes. They would react to road congestion and avoid obstacles in real time. Now, this might not sound as impressive to the casual gamer until you realize that this will allow Rockstar to make a game that will feature realistic traffic jams, dynamic police chases, emergency rerouting during crimes, and NPC driving that isn't preset to follow a certain path. Now, around the same time, another patent was filed titled Method and Apparatus for Enhanced Graphics Rendering in a Video Game Environment. This patent introduces a unique way to improve graphics rendering in GTA 6. This basically means that the game will have sharper details, advanced lighting effects and smoother performance overall. This patent was then followed up with a patent titled the System and Method for Improved Rendering of Computer Graphic Models, which seemingly allows continuous levels of detail for models in GTA 6. This means that buildings, cars, and NPCs will appear higher resolution and detailed even when you are miles away. This already was kind of confirmed in a way in the leaks themselves, as we can see one of the development builds with extremely high levels of detail in the background. Now, if you guys would like me to make a full video breaking down all the patents from Take-Two as well as the ones filed by Rockstar, please make sure to let me know in the comments below. I will mention a few more here without really going too deep into each one, but you can of course be your own private investigator and look up each one, as I will link them down below. Now, a few other patents mention dynamic character movements, natural body poses, body pose predictions, advanced sweat, blood, rain and water physics, as well as seamless world navigation and no more loading screens. Now, one of the most important patents that I do have to mention, and it probably will be a game changer for GTA 6, is the system and method for game object and environment generation. This patent seems to indicate that we will receive major asset optimization using metadata for faster lag-free loading of GTA 6's complex 3D world. This patent seems to promise us smoother transitions within dense and rich environments with minimal pop and textures during exploration. Now, if you go back to the system and method for fast simulation and visualization of sparse fluids, we can see that Rockstar is targeting hyper-realistic fluid simulations on 3D surfaces, meaning that we can expect to see lifelike sweat during intense action, realistic blood flow, as well as dynamic puddles and wet streets that will react to weather changes. In the leaks, we could see mentions of extreme weather, which will most likely impact the general look of the map, depending on what kind of severity we will be dealing with. This includes hurricanes, smaller scale storms, as well as extreme heat, which will most likely have Jason burned to a crisp and have Lucia be almost as wet as your mom was last night.
What?
Jokes aside, these patents filed by Take-Two vaguely paint a picture of what is waiting for us when GTA 6 ends up releasing in November this year. Now, I do know that there's a lot of skeptics and people who genuinely don't want to believe that this game will be any good. And I know that there certainly is a huge number of people that truly want this game to flop. But anyone who has followed Rockstar and who is as obsessed with their releases as me will tell you that this game will not fail. No matter what kind of state this game releases in, its destiny is to become the best-selling video game of all time. And just based on the patents alone, it being way more advanced than we think might actually be an understatement. Anyways, what do you guys think? Will this game be as advanced as we all hope? Will it outdo RDR2 in terms of its systems, or are these patents that Take-Two filed for something entirely else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and a huge shout out to the 2,000 people that ended up subscribing. I honestly can't believe that we have somehow managed to cross the 2K mark. This is just legit insane to me. Thank you. Now, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button and of course subscribe so that good luck follows you on your future adventures. Stay silly, keep edging, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.